Man, this really sucks. You know, I definitely didn't expect to start my day out hearing news like this. And even though I'm sure you've already heard, but unfortunately, Kevin Conroy, the quintessential voice of Batman, and the Batman of my childhood, has tragically passed away. Apparently, he had been battling cancer, which I wasn't aware of. You know, I'm not really good at these kinds of things, and I've certainly never made a video like this before. But in light of this news, I wanted to make a short tribute to him as a way to show my gratitude for all the joy he brought to me as a child and as an adult. And on this sad day, you know, I definitely don't want to make any of my usual types of videos. I don't care about any of that other crap today. This is for Kevin, and that's pretty much it.
You were a kid back in the 90s and early 2000s. Then chances are you were probably watching the animated series about the Batman. Behind every great animated hero is a great voice actor. And for me, that actor is Kevin Conroy.
I was born in 1986, so when the animated series first came out, I was only 6 years old. And I wasn't really watching it yet at that time. It was mainly after my father passed away in 1993, where my memories of watching it are. I remember I was always watching Fox Kids. Animaniacs, Bobby's World, Tiny Toons, Power Rangers, X-Men, Ninja Turtles. Oh man, so many great shows. But they had one show that was my absolute favorite above all else. And that was Batman the Animated Series. You know, all of those shows and others were also great, but there was something different with Batman. You know, it was such an emotional show for a cartoon. It was so dark and brooding. It was just cool. And Batman himself, I was obsessed with him. And his voice was just so absolutely perfect. He sounded tough and intimidating, but also silky and soothing at the same time. You know, as funny as that sounds. Kevin really was the perfect Batman. He was just so strong and heroic. And at a time where I had just lost my father, Kevin gave me a character in Bruce Wayne and Batman. You know, a character that I could look up to, who taught me good values of integrity and confidence and compassion and empathy. You know, I was bullied as a kid, and even though I did have friends, I still always looked forward to the show to help get me through some tough days. I especially liked his connection and relationship with Robin. It was just such an amazing show.
You knew I'd take it too personally.
It wasn't that, Robin. It wasn't that at all. Zuko's taken so much, caused you so much pain. I couldn't stand the thought that he might take you, too.
Come on, partner. It's been a long night.
And while the show was such a big part of my childhood, I'll admit that I didn't really watch many of the other Batman cartoons that Kevin voice acted for, though he came back into my life again as an adult with the Arkham trilogy. Now, you want to talk about some of my favorite games of all time? It doesn't get much better than these. I was finally able to be Batman. Rocksteady did such a perfect job crafting a game that makes you feel like you are actually the Dark Knight. And of course, there was no other obvious choice for who they should get to play Batman than Kevin Conroy. All the pieces were nearly there for the perfect Batman game, but unless they got Kevin to do the voice, it just wouldn't be truly complete. Man, the first time I played Arkham Asylum, I remember grinning from ear to ear the moment Batman started talking. And it was right alongside Mark Hamill's Joker, no less. It was only the opening cutscene, and I was already absolutely giddy with excitement. I could already tell it was going to be the best Batman game ever made. Up to that point. Some may disagree, but Arkham City was my absolute favorite. And I may take a lot of flack for this, but Arkham Knight is a good game. Yes, it does have faults, but overall, I still enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. This video is for Kevin. He just didn't miss a beat at all. His voice was as perfect as ever. My childhood all came flooding back in that moment once I started playing. The legend was back into my life. And getting to finally play as Batman was, at least for me, the ultimate gift for me and the rest of his fans. It was truly a remarkable series.
It's done. Gotham is safe.
Thank you, Bruce. For everything.
Goodbye, Jim.
So, wrapping this all up, Kevin Conroy, man, he seriously will be missed so much. Normally, when a celebrity goes, I don't even give it a second thought. But every once in a while, we lose one who actually affected my life in a big way. And I know I'm not the only one. Kevin was absolutely beloved in the world of nerd culture. And he loved and appreciated each and every one of his fans back just as much. And for a huge majority, he was their Batman and no one else. And it wasn't even close. You know, he certainly was for me. This is all around just a tremendous loss. And I offer my condolences to his friends and family. You know, this one hurts a lot, even though I never met him. But I didn't have to. He was without a doubt the hero we deserved. And he impacted my life tremendously. So rest in peace to the Dark Knight, Kevin Conroy.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.